Single-sex schools are something that's becoming a lot more popular today. But why is that? Are they really a good thing? Or do they have some kind of negative effect on kids? In my personal opinion, I think they're kind of bad. I think they're negative, have a negative impact on kids. There's two main reasons I have for that. I think they tend to create stereotyping and comfort zones. Stereotyping, that's when you make people think that they need to be a certain way, and then if they're not that certain way, that they're wrong. In single-sex schools, it tends to make kids feel like if you're a girl, you should like this and not be any other way, and if you're a boy, you should like this and you shouldn't be any other way. In an article by Haley Edwards that I read, she talks about in Florida schools they actually decorate the classrooms that they have according to what gender that they teach. So if you're a girl, you're going to be in a classroom every day that's decorated in pink and purple and all the pretty little girl colors and all the pretty little patterns like zebra print and chevron and pretty little flowers and just pretty little things like that. But what if you don't like those things? Then you're gonna be oddball out. What if you like camouflage or sports or something like that? You're the oddball out. That's wrong. Then it makes you feel like you're wrong. Like you're just gonna feel out of place. And if you're a guy, you're gonna be in a room like every day that's decorated in sports and camouflage and different things like that. Like you're not supposed to be in touch with any sense of a feminine side. Like you're just going to be surrounded every day with dark colors, and like you're not supposed to like bright colors at all. Another thing with the stereotyping is they stereotype different genders according to like subjects. Like they think that guys are just like masters at things like math. Like a girl's not supposed to be good at math. But even if guys do tend to be a little bit better at math than girls are, that doesn't mean we should just separate them completely from girls in the classroom, because if you guys are better at math, then they still should be combined, because that's one of the key reasons that they try to say that they separate schools. But in personal experience, I say that kids tend to learn better from one another versus from the teacher sometimes. Because if the teacher teaches it to you and you don't understand it, then maybe you can go to another student and they'll teach it to you and you understand it. So if the guys understand it and the girls don't, then maybe the guys can help the girls learn it, versus the guys learning it and being so far ahead and the girls just being like 3 lessons behind. Another thing that they like to try to say is different between the girls and the guys, which is stereotyping, is an article by Lacey Elliott. He points out all these different things, that stereotyping that the brain, hearing, and vision of guys and girls are completely opposite, but that's all lies. There's no difference in the way a girl and a guy sees. There's no difference in the way a girl and a guy hears, or in the way their brains are developed, because they like to say that a girl's brain can multitask whereas a guy's brain cannot. But some guys are actually better at multitasking than girls, if you think about it. And they like to say that a girl and a guy's hearing is completely different in some sense or way, but he actually pointed out that if you were to group them according to whether girls or guys hear and is sensitive or not, that there would be girls and guys mixed in each group that you separated them into. And then vision, he talks about how girls like to see things in detail and guys just like motion. But I would say that, because detail would be like facial, and I would say that everyone would kind of like to like eye contact, because why would you want to see just like the back of someone's head or someone running around? You don't. Everyone will tell you that. Any teacher you've had probably has told you that. And the second point is comfort zones. These single-sex educations create big comfort zones, because you're just stuck with your gender and you don't get used to the other gender. If you're a boy, you just get used to being around boys 24/7, and you're not used to being around boys. So then girls. So then you're not used to talking to a girl, so you're not going to be comfortable talking to a girl. You're not going to approach a girl in any time. You're just not. So, like a story from Gregory Patterson talks about, it was a classroom of all boys, and just one day a girl walks in, So the boys used to always answer questions, they used to always participate in class, and they were always comfortable, but when that girl walked in, they just all started looking around and were like, I'm not going to participate. They just started nodding their heads and didn't say anything because they were uncomfortable. They had created this comfort zone where they were just only comfortable speaking when it was just the boys. So when the girl was added into the bunch, they didn't know what to do. It's the same way with girls, but that's not right. Because when you think about it, in real life, you have to be comfortable talking to people of both genders. You can't just stick to your gender. Because most colleges are actually co-ed. They're not just one single sex. You can find a few that's single sex, but it's a little difficult to find, and some are even difficult to get into. It's better just to go to a co-ed. Plus, once you get out into the actual real world, you're not going to be just with the people of your gender. You're going to be mixed. You're going to need to be able to talk to people of the opposite gender, because if you're a guy, your boss might be a woman. If you're a woman, your boss might be a man. You need to be comfortable talking to them. Can't be scared to talk to them. Lastly, actually, single-sex education is kind of against the law, because if you think back to the 14th Amendment, the 14th Amendment says that we should treat everyone equal. And do you think single-sex education is equal? Do you think that the boys' classrooms are equal to the girls' classrooms? Or do you think one's better than the other? And there's actually a article in the Education Amendment, Title IX, that says that you are not supposed to discriminate based on sex.